a good thing to know.
And now we will bring you up to date with the art department at Edgemont High School.
I'm one of the 2 teachers for Studio and 2D Art, which is a new class this year. It used to be just plain Studio and Art, and we've split it into 3 different sections, I guess. One is Studio and Multimedia, which Chris Coffin teaches. One is Studio and 3D, which Mrs. Amoroso teaches. And then there's Studio and 2D, which both she and I teach. We start with basic drawing, start to eventually add all the elements of art, like color and value. These are mandalas, which are one of the projects that we've done, and I'm just getting mats on a few more of them. Okay, what we try to do is to make the work look as professional as possible because it's so darn good. I mean, most of it is done by 9th graders. And what we usually have the students do is to mat the work, which means you're taking just a piece of artwork and we want to sort of make it look professional. So we have lots and lots of mat board thanks to a donation from the Great Frame Up. And we have a really professional setup here, which is just beyond fabulous, donated to us by PISA. So I'm just going to quickly show how I would cut a mat. This is a student's artwork. This is a mat board. And either I or the students, do this work for themselves. I'm just trying to catch up on getting them all done. So I'm just setting up the mat board, hit the mat cutter here, and in about 30 seconds there will be a mat cut for this piece of artwork. So then this just gets taped in there and it's ready to go. Students first kind of learn about color theory and do a simple mandala, and then we move into a much more complicated one, which is about phobias. Whether they're students' phobia or just ones they found kind of interesting. If you want to zoom in a little bit, like this girl is scared of, or not scared of, but has a phobia about the number 13 and blood, and she's really concerned about choking to death. And also illness and disease. So she kind of interpreted all of those into just one square, and then they repeat it using value and all the color kind of stuff we've learned so far. So I'm just kind of hanging the showcase with these mandalas. And we started doing this, but I of course want to do it differently.
For the past 2 weeks, we've been working on our phobia mandalas, and the main focus of this mandala was to pick out 7 of your most fears or fears that are known. This project was like focusing mainly on like shading and the color wheel and the colors that would complement other colors. So yellow and purple are complements, and they make each other stand out more. So that's why I have a purple bee and a yellow beehive. Everybody had different fears, and we first drew we drew something on a sheet of paper that was this big, and then we used a light table, so that we could trace it onto the bigger sheet of paper. So that's why like all the images are like exactly the same, but like flipped as in like a mirror sort of. I'm not all the way done with it yet, but I'm hoping to finish it today or tomorrow.
Hi to the camera.
Phobias.
Is that what this is?
Yeah.
Clowns, that's hysterical.
Isn't it awesome?
That's very funny.
I have a
Love
Latin
that shirt.
phobia.
See, I'm a jack-o'-lantern. There you go. Okay. Now I'm going to eat my cookies and drop off these things.
See ya.
Some of the artwork that our Studio 2D drawing class has produced so far. We did recreations of sculptures and statues and famous people that were found. So this is just a sample of what we have so far. As for newspapers, project on newspaper, recreating a newspaper design. Using, sketching techniques and blending.
Okay. This project was basically about like shading.
And so what we did was we looked through a lot of books to pick a specific sculpture that we were going to redraw. And like what we would do is we took different areas and shaded it like dark to light.
And we looked and tried to do it specifically to what the picture looked like and tried to recreate it. And it was a pretty long project.
Like overall it's pretty successful. Like, I think people had fun doing it.
Yeah. The class is really fun, and we do a lot of really cool stuff. And usually, projects are always really fun, and really they help us learn a lot about like colors and shading.
Like Miss Sashmo, so I think she does a good job making it like a fun class.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Like it's not like she's not very strict about things, but like we get things done. Like she's just like a fun class.